Alright, Dragon Ball Daima Episode 10 review. Like I said in the Easter eggs video, this one was pretty freaking heavy. Like, this was one of the heaviest lore episodes as far as Dragon Ball goes. You know, with the whole multiverse thing, Vegeta's sexual preferences, and yeah. Let me just get down to it right now. And also Piccolo's statement. So, I mean, at this point, I mentioned in the Easter egg video how he had to have been talking about Katatsu, how he was the nameless Namekian, because Demon King Piccolo wouldn't have ever been in the demon world, because the demon realm, because he came out of Kami, who only became Kami after he had gone to Earth from planet Namek, having to expel the evil from his body. But he's not Piccolo's father. You see what I'm saying? Katatsu is. And because Kami also fused with Piccolo, so it wouldn't make sense if it was Demon King Piccolo. That's just nonsense. It's Katats. He's talking about Katats. So these Namekian, and yeah, they do have a long lifespan. So you know that adds to it as well. So that's all cleared up right now. That's all cleared up. Another thing I wanted to mention, and it's the big thing, is the freaking multiverse drop. So real late into the episode, Dragon Ball Daima did their patent lore drop. And man, it was huge. Alright, so they have a whole thing talking about how RYMUS, this is the ultra being that started everything. And yeah, I just want to point out how like this might tie into ZENO. So RYMUS created everything, right? So apparently, so he created this stuff. So, and the Kaioshin, right? They're like supposed to be the gods of creation as far as Dragon Ball lore goes. And then you got the gods of destruction in ZENO. So that's like one side of the equation, the destruction, and then you got the creation on the other side. That's kind of what I thought of it when I looked at, you know, RYMUS and in this episode. I was like, okay, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, they create the stuff, and then you got ZENO on the other hand who destroys it. You know, because, you know, like, how could ZENO have created the universe? It wouldn't make sense, right? So that would make sense. Like, he probably created ZENO as a foil or something like that. If this is me, maybe just me, you know, reading into the future, reading into just things that haven't been said yet. But I'm just like thinking, like, what could this, you know, imply or suggest? And, you know, so that's just me. But, and then you got, like, their designs look similar. I mentioned how his name pun could be from slime. I got this from Herms. Like, it could be from the word slime, lime, or even Islam. It's most likely slime, since he looks a lot like them. And so, like, that's the whole, like, bombshell on that. But then there's even more. Like, he talks more about why the Gleans left, and because, like, Abra, Deborah in the dub is what his name is, but Dabra, his dad, Abra, because Abracadabra. So his dad, Abra, was, like, his dad took over as Supreme King, and then he like, that's pretty much where things, you know, went to crap. And so this review isn't going to be long. It's just two main points I wanted to talk about and getting over with. But that's pretty much where everything, you know, fell to garbage. And then, like, the Kaioshin race, their trees died and they almost went extinct. And so they had to leave. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff in this episode. It's like, just talking about it in this episode won't... There's got to be, I got to show you like a tree, like a god hierarchy tree of Dragon Ball for, like, you know, this to make sense. Like, at this point, I could see how it could be really freaking confusing for anybody. By the time you get to, like, the Kaioshin, like, it's, you know, pretty confusing. Like, if it's your first time seeing it. But now it's just like, it's almost nonsensical, but in a funny kind of way, but still, like, you know, like, really. But I mean, if that's what they want to do, it's so be it. And so, all right, let's move on from that to the episode 11 preview, which I posted on my channel. Vegeta's going to be fighting Tamagami number 2. How much you want to bet he's going to lose and then Goku's going to step in and beat him? It'd be the funniest thing. Just watch. It's going to be just like a Resurrection F all over again. That's my prediction for episode 11. And then what's going to happen? Because, I mean, other than that, I mean, like, all of the, like, Majin Buu lost. That's another thing that happened. But, I mean, that was kind of obvious. Majin Buu lost to Tamagami number 1, got destroyed. Well, outclassed, not destroyed. And then Yeah, and then he just, flies off with the Rinsu and she fires him. But yeah, so that's like the episode. That's the episode. And so episode 11, this episode, it's weird. These episodes, like, when you think they're gonna drop something huge, it's kind of tame, right? And then when you think the next episode's gonna be light, that's when they want to drop everything on you. And that's just the nature of Dragon Ball Daima at this point. But yeah, y'all, that's the episode review. Come back for episode 11 and also check out the Easter eggs and lores video and the preview video and all my other videos. I'll check y'all out. I'll see you on the next one. All right.